Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365, and today I'm going to review a very interesting movie. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I put out videos daily. So today I'm going to do a review for Sorry to Bother You on Blu-ray. Now I saw this in the theaters, and honestly, it's probably one of the more original movies I've seen this year. It's a film by Boots Riley, and it's definitely a satire, dark comedy that has a very interesting premise in the sense that, you know, it starts out with a gentleman taking a job in a call center, and then in order to get more sales, he has to put on a white voice. And there are several characters in the movie, throughout the movie, that actually do this. And Danny Glover being one near the beginning, and of course, our main character, Cassius, and it's sprinkled throughout. I'll tell you one thing though. Anytime I hear David Cross from now on, I'm immediately going to be thinking of this movie. It's a very offbeat. It's funny. It's very original. Now, like, without getting too far into spoiler territory, it does kind of go for a weirder, like, left turn towards the end of the movie. Those who have seen it probably know what I'm referring to. But it's an interesting, and it stays with you. It's an interesting premise. It's not to be taken literal, of course, but it definitely speaks a bit about our society and the things that we go to get ahead and that kind of thing. But I felt the performances all around were very, very good. There was great characters. Tessa Thompson's in this as well. I really enjoy seeing the things that she's been in, Creed and Thor and, Black Klansman. But I feel like this is kind of, she's kind of getting into that territory personally that she's almost playing the same character. I know she's more capable than that. And I that's probably my only issue with the movie was I feel like, oh, it's Tessa Thompson playing Tessa Thompson. And I know she can do better. Like I felt in Creed was amazing. But when I saw her in this, and then almost immediately after saw her in Black Klansman, kind of the same role in a way. I think she's more capable in that, and I would like to see her, expand on that. Aside from that, love the movie. It's absolutely offbeat. It's definitely something I would highly recommend. Sorry to Bother You is really, really. It's not for everybody, but it's definitely on the weird scale, but in a good way. If you're a fan of there was a lot of Spike Jonze in I felt in The Influence. It's very much something that he could have written and directed himself. And I like what Boots did with this. It's very offbeat, and it's strange in a wonderful way, and the performances are good. Now, as far as the Blu-ray itself, as far as the audio goes, it supports the 5.1 soundtrack. It doesn't need to be anything overly aggressive more than that. It sounded fine to me. I've got plenty of rear dialogue and stuff coming through the rear speakers, and it sounds good. Nothing that's going to be demo material, of course, but, I don't think this movie warrants it anyway. Picture goes, it's a good-looking picture. It's a very good picture. It's, I didn't feel it was overly soft, even though when I saw it in the theaters, once again, speaking of the quality of the theater I go to sometimes aren't the best, I felt the picture wasn't as great, but it definitely pops more of an HD image in this. And it's very good. I enjoy it. I enjoy how it looks. It looks good. Overall, yes. I think if you want to take a chance on something, Sorry to Bother You. It's so good. It's a quirky movie. It's definitely worth owning, in my opinion. I'll really be going back to this often. and I highly recommend it. It's not your usual, blockbuster or something that you've probably even heard of, but I would recommend. I think Boots Riley has a great future as a filmmaker. I'm anxious to see what he does next. So yeah, sorry to bother you. Highly recommend it. So that's pretty much going to do it. If leave your comments below. Did you see it? What did you think of Sorry to Bother You? Please leave a like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I put out videos daily. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.